Alright. I wish we were playing Hatred right now.
Yeah, we were gonna play Hatred, but this computer sucks.
Guys, the podcast started.
I know, we're talking, this is how it works, we're talking. We just start talking.
Okay, yeah, sure, introduce me as long as you take, anyway.
So this is he's our producer. Jewish producer.
I'm the loser producer. Reach for my cock, my fellow male. But I am straight, I wish I was gay. Here in fuckable state, I search for puss. Is it kinda bad? So I wish it was God. It's the main theme from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and I thought I came up.
Okay. You didn't even have to know that. It was still funny.
Yeah. Search for pussy.
So yeah, how you guys doing today? Other than
I'm fucking gay.
say that again.
Are you gonna chill some stuff? You won't.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll Andrew's gonna sound a little bit off, but that's fine. Yeah, the stuff I will shill for is for my own, bullshit, along with my friend Andrew's gaming channel, the Chuckle Fucks, FUCHS for fucks, that is.
Like Fred Fox from Angry Video Game Nerd.
That's part of it, but yeah.
It's our channel.
Say that again, Andrew?
Yeah, there's a guy we knew in high school. He would call them Chuckle Fucks.
Yeah.
He was that guy was. Yeah, the MAGA MILFs are our core audience. It's the MAGA MILFs in the Midwest with huge titties.
Yep. Oh yeah. By the way, I apologize.
Please come fuck us and suck us.
For Mr. Andrew's audio, there's a bit fucked up shit going on right now with that. Even though I'm just the producer for this usually, even though I'm a guest this time, Lamau. There's only one more thing I'm gonna shill for, then you guys go right at it. I'm developing a video game for funnily enough, the NES, along with Steam. I promise this will come to Steam in like an upgraded version through Game Maker Studio. And that will probably come out in 2024 at the latest sometime. Earliest, the end of 2023. It's a Fire Emblem-like game. And that's probably how I thought of the stupid song before. Yeah. Check out the channel Studio Crazy Train if you can find it. And obviously, once Andrew uploads this podcast to the internet, I will give him the link to the channel. So there you go, along with the Chuckle Fucks. Okay, you two head at it.
Okay.
So have you? Gas is up to $6 in some measures.
Whoa, guys!
We have the cartoon sounds, the radio cartoon sounds that OP Anthony destroyed.
No, we don't.
Outlet. Yeah, radio, sound, what would it be? Yeah, soundboard.
Now Matt's struggling a bit with his mic.
I'll get this out of the way while I'm doing it.
Lamau, this podcast is not important after all. Anyway, go ahead.
It is not important. That's why we're playing Hatred. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I mean, I can it's one of the few Steam games I don't have a problem with pirating. Because it sucks. Oh, I know. That's why we're doing it now. It's like that. I don't hear any audio.
Oh, you can't hear any audio from Matt?
No, that's just the stupid radio.
That's the one.
Hold on. Yeah, we put this in Discord. I would edit this into if it's possible. Hold on.
What are you doing?
He's adding an audio drop.
It's really doing that just to do the paste?
Don't worry about it. It's not that important.
This episode's gonna be labeled the off episode or something like that because of Chucklefuck.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah, now both your audios are fucking up a bit. I might have to take a break here for a second.
Okay.
Because like whatever you're speaking through the microphone, your microphone, not mine, it's coming out pretty like low, high. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I got you.
Because he moved it too close to himself. It's sounding better.
Yeah, I think when you guys take turns having like your voice, you should like share the laptop.
Okay, but that's difficult.
Well, that's the only thing we can do right now.
Alright,
Unless, Andrew can connect his audio to, like, his laptop to your internet. And if that doesn't work, you can also download Audacity, Matt.
I could. I was going to, but then I was told under control, so I didn't bother.
Okay, we can both.
The last time, so I thought, it was gonna be fine.
So,
I mean, you two can, like.
No one's telling a story.
No. Like, now the voices are fucked up. So I think you guys should download Audacity, and we can.
What do you mean? Come on, we can't do it like this.
All right.
Every 10 seconds, he's telling you that he can't hear.
All right. How about we just tonight?
It's not gonna sound any better tonight. We're just not gonna do it.
No, I mean when I get home.
Okay.
Is that fine?
Maybe. Yeah.
No, I'm saying Matt should download Audacity, and we both can record at the same time. Is that fine?
Right, let's stop recording for now, then.
Yeah, I can stop recording now.
All right.
3 days later.
And without me on the call. Get over it, you
So, we're on. We're on right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. So, I guess we could talk about
Metokur's gonna be on the show.
Yeah, but that is not official yet. Don't say that. Don't say stuff like that.
It's out there.
I guess we could talk about, I saw Brandon did something. Did you see President Brandon? He did something wacky. I can't remember.
He did something? By the way, fuck you. You did not tell me that Ben Stiller said that Zelensky was his hero on Father's Day.
Well, yeah, Zelensky. Okay, so we can talk about that. But Ben Stiller went to see Zelensky, who's like the king of the Ukraines or whatever, and he said, like, you're so cool, and you're way taller than 5'7", bro. I want to see your penis. And then they made out. But yeah, it's so embarrassing, because is there any celebrity that's cool anymore?
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn might be cool. He might be the last cool celebrity. Off the podcast.
I give Shaq a lot of, I don't think he's cool, but I give him a lot of leeway because he has become Reddit, but I think that's kind of been hoisted on him. I don't think he's done that intentionally.
Well, he doesn't know what Reddit is.
No, exactly. He doesn't know what the fuck it is. It's kind of been hoisted on him. But I still wouldn't say he's cool.
Unlike a Snoop Dogg, per se, that's very Reddit.
No, he sold out. He literally intentionally sold out to Reddit.
Yeah, well, he was always a sellout. I mean, even in his early before I was born, he was a sellout.
Oh man, my fucking wrist.
This is ancient history, but you remember the Hot Pocket commercials with Snoop Dogg? When Drop It Like It's Hot first came out, he did Pocket Like It's Hot.
He loves doing commercials with white people.
Yeah, he has some of, like, the worst aspects of being a white person, just like the corniness of if Snoop Dogg didn't personally know Dr. Dre, he would have been one of these white people in the 90s to 2000s, like, what medical school did Dr. Dre go to? That would be him.
Yo, Martha Stewart, this dip is fly. I remember that commercial.
Yeah, those with fucking Martha Stewart. Who was it at one of the Comedy Central roasts? I think it was the roast of Justin Bieber. It was some guy that said there's 4 rappers here, and the only one that's been to prison is Martha Stewart.
That's true. That's true. That's accurate.
She didn't go to fucking prison though. She went to a camp.
She went to prison more than anybody else in that room.
She went to like a kind of shitty hotel.
No, but nobody else came close to that. Nobody actually went to prison. He was the closest in that room.
Yeah,
oh, my fucking wrist. I didn't want to bring it up. It keeps fucking bugging me.
What keeps bugging you?
My fucking wrist.
Oh, your wrist?
Yeah.
You fucked your wrist up. Yeah, you want to tell that story? Or
not
that interesting.
That story's not funny. It's just, I don't know. It's like a matter of fact.
If you just brought it
The
up.
only funny part is just the first ticket I've ever got in like 6.5, 7 years. It was right after you said, "You've never gotten a ticket before?" No. I didn't say, like, eventually I will, because it's inevitable. But I didn't know it would happen so soon.
You're just not that, not that you're bad, you're probably marginally better than I am.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not that great a driver.
I'm okay at best. At fucking best, I'm okay.
Because I'm average, maybe even a little below average.
Oh, okay.
I'm better than like the average Asian.
Yeah.
That's about it. There's definitely women that are better at driving.
My dad is a great driver. He could run circles around us all fucking day.
Yeah, my dad is still.
Yeah.
That's good enough for me as long as I'm better than any Asian.
I'm better than most Asians, at least. I'm probably any Asian, but except when it comes to backing up, that's the one thing I'm just terrible about in cars. I can't do it. I can do it well enough, but most of the time. But I am objectively terrible at backing up. I'm not good at it.
What about parallel parking?
No, I consider that part of it.
How is that like backing up?
It's in the same territory. It's the same territory to me.
But it's not. It just literally.
It's the same part of my brain. Those are one and the same.
How do you know that? How can you know something like that?
I just don't parallel park. I don't trust myself.
Well, I try not to, but I
just don't do it.
Sometimes there's not a parking lot. I mean, what are you gonna do?
You look more.
What, you're gonna walk a mile?
If I have to.
I definitely have done that, but not just because there wasn't a parking lot in the back that I could park in.
Of all the days that this accident had to happen, it was today, where it's boiling.
What's that got to do with anything?
And it just fucking sucks. I'd rather it was normal outside or even cold.
What's that to do with anything?
It just sucks waiting around in the fucking sun. After you get in an accident? I mean, I don't know what else I have to explain here. It sucks being stuck in an oven. I don't know.
Yeah, when I got in my accident a few months ago, it was February.
It's not a few months ago. That's more than a few months.
Well, it was more than a few months ago.
Alright, I'll try to fucking ignore this. I'll push the pain away.
Just take a Tylenol.
I don't. It's in my dad's room. I'd have to wake him up. I'm not willing to do that.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm just gonna push it back. I'm just gonna push it back.
You have you got a brace yet? You have one at like any grocery store that help me out. Wait, is it sprained? Do you know? Have you got it looked at yet? Is it sprained?
It doesn't feel sprained. It just feels sore.
It doesn't feel sprained?
It feels like it's gonna kind of hurt a little bit tomorrow, but a lot less. It's just right now. No, because what happened? I got in the accident and it felt only slightly bad, and then like an hour after I got home, it started to like sting more. I don't know. I don't think it's a sprain. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, well,
Wouldn't a sprain be immediately? Wouldn't that happen immediately? You would really feel it.
not necessarily.
Doesn't it?
Because sometimes
I think it's just swelling.
Because sometimes the swelling can cause a sprain.
I think it's just swelling.
Yeah, well, that's what I wouldn't have gone to the urgent care.
You went to ER.
No, I didn't go to the ER. I did not go to the ER. That's libel and slander.
I could be held in contempt in court. I could be fucking fine.
Yeah, I went to the urgent care, and they were so fucking annoying. But I wouldn't have gone if this girl at work didn't talk me into it. She said, it'll be really cheap, and then the fucking insurance didn't cover it, or the copay didn't work.
So you would prefer you hadn't gone?
Well, I don't really regret going. I mean, they told me it wasn't sprains, and that was a relief because I wasn't sure. Because sometimes the swelling can cause a sprain. So it was a relief to know. But, yeah, they also, I don't really regret going. I guess the work covered it, workman's comp, or at least they're gonna bill them later. They couldn't bill them directly though. They didn't contract with them, which is dumb.
Oh my god! I just realized a really easy way to get Metokur on the show. Doesn't Flamenco have a Discord?
We're gonna talk about that later.
I have a question though. Doesn't Flamenco have like a Discord server?
I'm sure.
I'll just talk to him.
Okay, yeah, because they're stuck at each other's backs all the time.
Well, I mean, in a weird way, yeah, but Metokur shits on him all the time.
Yeah, but they're like friends.
They are. I'll give Flamenco credit for that. You can call Flamenco anything, and he will not retaliate against you.
Yeah, he's...
So I have to give him credit for that, at the very least.
Actually gay?
I don't know. You can call him gay. He won't retaliate.
I know, but he was looking at like all that weird. There's that scandal time. He's looking at all that weird shit.
Metokur said he's probably gay.
It all started where he was where he jerked off to that prolapsed anus.
I remember that one guy said Metokur, it was Ralph during that debate. He's fucking Flamenco was ass blasted. It might have been him or the Fuentes debate ? And he goes, well, no, that's just because of the pegging. He definitely makes fun of him for that.
Yeah, It's,
well, he is a total faggot though, and not about like when you make fun of him, but like he exaggerates everything. Like Ralph is like, you don't like it, you're retaliating because I made fun of you, and he's like, Ralph, you can call me a faggot, a pegger, a prolapse eater, masturbator, whatever you want. You can call me every mean name in the book, quote unquote. But it's when you attack my channel that I draw the line. And he meant like he was flagging his channel.
Yeah, he took, what was it, $400 away.
You'll never see it again.
I'll never, yeah. It's funny, I saw after that debate, I don't want to talk about this that long.
That was the end of it. Was I'll just find Flamenco's Discord. I'm gonna do it after the escort thing, one thing at a time.
Why are you talking all this off the show shit?
This is off the cuff. This is an off the cuff show. You just talk, you talk, you talk. It's improv. You just keep going, you going.
That's fucking stupid that they're talking about bad off the show. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I guess you have anything funny to say? I feel less prepared for this show than we have in the past.
What, like the other two shows?
Yeah, I was more prepared for that.
Why, you knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't feel as funny today as I felt those days.
Yeah, I felt funnier earlier, and then I got in a car accident. I think that's what did it.
Yeah, sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, it's I got I was speeding because I was carrying the ballots for Brandon because the Trumpers hadn't found the ballots.
You're trying to get ahead of me for 2020. He has to start in June to steal the election in 2022.
Yeah. He's stealing we're stealing the midterm votes because they know they're going to be slaughtered. And so I was driving with all these ballots. And so it actually is all my fault. It's not even that I'm the closest one to blame.
You're lucky they didn't find you with all the stolen ballots.
Yeah, it's not even that I'm just like the closest person to blame within reason because they can't bill the other people. It's that I was speeding, and it's all my fault actually. I'm the one at most at fault, not the second most at fault, not the third most at fault, most at fault. Because the guy I hit was the least at fault. But regardless, they're all innocent compared to me because I was speeding because I didn't want to be caught with these ballots. Now, you would think I would drive safer because I was on, I have all these ballots. But Brandon insists that I be on ecstasy, so this is...
So you can do it fast.
Yeah, he's...
You working overtime.
Typical logic from Brandon. And, the CIA picked up all the ballots, though. I'm going to have to pay the fine. That's unrelated now. They're taking the ballots to a burner.
They're not going to reimburse you? That's fucked.
No. I'd be lucky if they gave me anything.
Wow.
I'm really doing it so I can... I'm really doing it so I can get those war crimes paid off. It's like community service.
Oh, yeah? The CIA caught you committing war crimes.
Yeah, they caught me, they caught me committing war crimes in the Balkans against, Orthodox Bosnian retards. So, now I have to carry around Brandon's stolen ballots. Remember you said you look like the guy from Saul? That's why, because I'm hauling around all these ballots. I'm a criminal.
Wow, wait, you're the guy from your Jigsaw?
No, remember you said when I went to your church that I looked like the guy from Saul?
Oh, yeah, from Better Call Saul. You look like
the
that.
dorky guy, yeah. Which, by the way, you went from in less than an hour saying I dress like a slob to dress like a dork.
That's kind of, I don't know, usually exclusive.
No, but it is in this case. Because you assumed I went to church dressed as a slob like I do in regular every other time of the day except for work. But you were wrong. I ended up just dressing like a dork.
You look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, very nicely dressed idiot, but I wasn't a slob. I mean, that's libel, if anything. You didn't know. You couldn't make that judgment until you saw it. It is now. I mean, we're getting Brandon to change the law, right? There's some goodies I get from this. What?
Which Trump failed.
Huh?
Which Trump failed to do. He failed to override the laws.
Yeah,
Brandon's gonna do it.
Yeah, Brandon. By the way, today they were talking about it again. That Brandon hasn't sent his letter to the museum. I couldn't believe it. They were like, well, we know. Well, they said that Bill Clinton was the last one that was president before the museum opened. They said every one of them, Bush, Jr., Obama, and Trump, all three of them sent us a letter within 2 months. Brandon hasn't sent us one in 6 months. And he doesn't even have to write it. Somebody writes it for him, and he signs it. So these people that are like apolitical museum people are even... They can't help it. They're poking fun at Brandon.
Everyone, nobody likes Brandon.
There's gotta be some people that like Brandon.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. I haven't met them. Did I tell this on? I know we had a failed podcast thing. But did I tell this story on the podcast?
Oh, that's gonna be the beginning of this episode. It's gonna be 3. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do that. I mean, he's gonna shill it at the beginning from the deleted clip, but check out Chucklefucks and I think it's Crazy Train Studios. Link in descriptions. All right, go ahead.
I feel like we should have ended with that as opposed to you cutting me off.
We could end the show with that too.
Okay, yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, there's this guy at my job. He's just this fucking gay guy. And he has this old shitty Honda CRV, and it's got the Brandon I did that gas prices.
I thought it was Did I Do That?
No, it's not Did I Do That. That was just this old Joe we saw.
No, there's a sticker for that too, I swear to God.
No, that's not real. He just didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know what he was talking about at first, because he said the wrong thing.
That is what boomers say on Facebook. Did I do that? It's Joe Biden. I mean Brandon. I don't know.
The story, I don't know what that is. But the story, well, I don't know if it gets better. But there's this girl that also used to work there. It's like, I like the Brandon I did that sticker. I'm thinking about getting that.
Did she say Brandon?
Well, she didn't, I don't remember, but I'm sure she called him by
It's honestly starting to drive me up a wall every time they don't call him Brandon.
Every time you don't know if they really called him Brandon.
Yeah, it drives me up a wall. Like, I do really want to go, who? But I know people will be like, what? You know Brandon? I don't know Brandon by the name you're calling him. Look, I work for Brandon. He's Joe Brandon. We call him that. That's his full name.
Brandon.
No, his nickname is Sleepy Joe Brandon. That's why we call him Joe Brandon.
No, just Brandon.
We call him Sleepy Joe. That's not his Christian name. That's because it's ironic, like a cup of Joe, but he's asleep.
Okay, that's very deep.
Yeah. We poke fun at him, and he doesn't know about it because he doesn't know where he is. And his fucking doctor wife, Jill Brandon.
Jill Brandon is I think she's a bitch. She looks like a bitch.
I don't know. Who cares?
She looks like a fucking bitch.
Who cares? Who cares if she's a bitch? She's Jill Brandon. Who gives a fuck?
Well, I'm trying to make conversation on the show.
I guess she's a bitch.
Okay. She looks like she reminds me of Skylar. I don't know why.
Jeez, I'd have sex with Jill Brandon.
You'd have sex with Jill Brandon?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I think she's a
I remember when I said I'd have sex with Nancy Pelosi, and you were like, ew, 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 ew.
Yeah, no, Nancy Pelosi's got kind of a nice act for an 80-year-old woman. But,
she's good boobs, too.
Her face is not that bad, thanks to plastic surgery. But it's still just too much. I mean, it's better than looking old. but it's still just too much. It's too distracting.
I don't know. I don't agree.
Okay, well, I can't tell you what to do if you want to have sex with Nancy Pelosi.
I'm not gonna be able to have sex with Nancy Pelosi. I just said I wouldn't mind doing it. You there? Hello? Hold on. Alright, this part's gonna have to be cut out. I can't hear you. Oh, maybe it's me. Oh, it's me. Alright, hold on. If it's me, then I'll interrupt this. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're gonna have to cut that out. That my internet actually bugged out. We're good now.
Yeah, I knew that was you that time.
How do you know?
I knew it wasn't me. My sound was still coming through.
Wow, that's a good way to know. That's a good way to know.
So I stole an election. I gave it to Brandon because he's fucking awesome, but I realized that Brandon sucks, and now we have 4 years.
God forbid 4 more years. God forbid
43 years?
No, I said God forbid 4 more years of this.
God forbid another 4 years. So Brandon stole the election again. We didn't think he could do that, but he still stole it. How is that possible? We thought it'd be a landslide.
He's not going to be able to do it again.
No, for multiple reasons.
Which, in a way, kind of, yeah.
Maybe you'll be as stupid as they pick the fish to silver Trump. But I still think DeSantis would be Brandon as long as there's a big power struggle between them. Between Trump and DeSantis.
Not Brandon will always win.
DeSantis calls him Brandon.
Does he?
I like about him.
Oh, does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he calls him Brandon. This is the Brandon administration.
It's awesome.
But then all his staff laughs. I mean, why are they laughing? That's just his name.
I laugh. His name is funny. You know, Brandon. What's his surname? Brandon. What's his middle name? Brandon. What's his date of birth? Where was he born?
Born on Brandon.
Where was he born? Brandonny, which is like Brittany in France, but Brandon-like.
It's like, well, we live under Nazi Brandonny right now.
We live under the Third Corn Pop Reich.
Under Brandon is his enemy.
I know. But he's inherited his right to rule.
Okay, so Corn Pop was supposed to be president.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the Earl of Brandonny, but Brandon took it from him.
You'd think Brandon would always be... Well, but I thought he was like the Fuhrer or something. Nazi Brandonny.
There's nothing you can do, Jerry. Brandon is the Fuhrer of Nazi Brandonny.
I feel like that joke should be set up better. So, what if, yeah, so you took the ballots at the post office, right? Was Newman there?
Yeah, Newman was there. He was there with McGruff the crime dog, and they were yucking it up. They were ready to steal in another election.
So Newman stole the election, right, through the post office?
Yeah, he did it. He did it through. He did it with the help of Omar's Ghost from The Wire and McGruff the crime dog and McGillicuddy. They're working together.
Don't make this so fucking complicated. This is a golden bit.
This is not.
Like, and then Hitler's Ghost 2 and Anakin Skywalker from, but not from the movies, from the Obi-Wan show that just came out.
Matt, I'm not giving out non-canon information. I'm telling you how like it is. I work on the ground for the Brandon regime. All right, I know who's there.
Okay, but why are you saying all this this stuff, man.
Because this is the cabal. This is the cabal that's stealing the election in the midterms. They're doing a real slap-ass job this time, though. I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off.
Did any of those guys actually work at a post office in their shows for Norman?
No.
Man, I didn't think so. I was racking my brain. Like, did McGill Gorilla work for the post office?
No.
That'd be tits.
He does now.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean in the show. That'd be kick-ass. See a purple gorilla at the post office.
They're stealing another election, Jerry!
Huh?
They're stealing another election, Jerry! No, me. That's awesome. They're gonna turn the fucking ballots into what would they turn them into? I don't know, napkins at some libtard restaurant. Like, they're gonna turn into napkins at Starbucks. It's gonna be ballots. Are you there? Hold on. Again? Or did it again? Are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Alright, I said that they're...
I didn't grab out.
No, that was me again. But did you hear what I said? They're turning the ballots into napkins at Starbucks. So fucking DeSantis that would be awesome if he just marched in there. He marches into Starbucks. He pulls out all these ripped up ballots that they're using to put their coffee on.
DeSantis does that?
He walks in like, I knew it. I knew you were all working for Brandon.
Have you ever seen how fat DeSantis is? I don't think many people know how fat he is.
He's Italian, of course he's fat.
He looks like Tony Soprano. He's fat. He's not cool fat like Trump though. He just looks gross.
He's not cool fat like Trump. He looks fucking gross. And I guess that's his lot in life. The story of his life.
The story of my life.
It would be his life, because I'm not singing about me.
Well, but I would be Rob DeSantis.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Nothing. Do.
Okay.
But, yeah, so Newman's behind...
Yeah, so Newman, I think he goes back to all those Seinfeld characters, and he rubs in their face that he won the election.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, in fact.
Wow. Yeah, way to sandbag me.
Yeah, so we were, okay, so I'll set it out. Yesterday we were talking about, 'cause this is what we do with our time, we were talking about a Seinfeld episode where Newman is fucking stealing the election, and George, it's kind of been building up for a while. It's not, it kind of has matured. So originally the idea was just George was, he was going to invest in the ruble. That was originally your joke. And he went, I'm going to invest in the ruble, Jerry!
Because under Brandon, you can't fucking buy a lot of foreign currency, but definitely not the ruble.
The ruble's going to the moon!
Weird Chinese black market site where you're not guaranteed to get all your rubles.
So, So, that was the beginning, and then Newman came to George and said, if you help us steal ballots for Brandon's election, I will get you a job at the post office, because under the Brandon regime, you can't invest in the ruble unless you work for the post office. So George gets a job at the post office, but then he's the one that's blamed for stealing ballots, so he takes the fall. So he goes to prison, where a bunch of prisoners are turning his...
No, the prison thing is not us. There was a come-down bait.
Huh?
The prison thing was not us. There was a come-down bait. I thought you knew that.
It was it? Okay, well, it fits into the lore. His ass is getting turned to...
He's not getting fucked, though, because that's too similar.
That's not funny, though. It's funnier if he's getting fucked because he took the fall for stealing the elections.
You know what would have been really funny? if you didn't sandbag me, and I could tell this joke in real time, and you wouldn't have to do a meta dry explanation. That would have been funny, but that's over.
It probably wouldn't have been funny. It probably would have been marginally funnier.
Yeah, but then we just do it as the characters at least. It would be more natural than this fucking bullshit.
Au contraire, I stole elections from Brandon and some asshole got in an accident because of it. Now we're taking these ballots to Starbucks.
I'm going to board up the windows with pizza boxes, Jerry.
Newman, this guy is out of control. Brandon's worse than Warren G. Hardon. That sucks. That fucking sucks. I'm trying. Oh, here we go. Oh, look who's copying another show. Oh, fuck you.
That was an accident. That was forced to happen.
Okay, I was gonna say no. I was gonna say like this is how Seinfeld really is. This is not in the show. In the show,
this is Seinfeld after hours.
No, in the show they butter it up, but in real life, I bombed at the beginning of every episode. Dude, this fucking sucks. Who the fuck is Brandon?
Well, the guy in the White House.
It's the guy on Pennsylvania Street. It's the guy that picks his teeth when you ask him questions.
That's fucking creepy as shit. He's picking his teeth with his tongue.
Was he picking it with his tongue? I thought he just stuck his finger in it.
He has done that before.
Oh my god.
He'll just smile with food in his teeth.
Nobody suspects. Huh?
Remember when that reporter asked him what he thought about the most recent Israel-Palestine thing? What he thought about that, and he literally just drove away.
What? No way, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He just drove away?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was in his car. He was in his, one of his antique cars he's always talking about, and he drove away.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Did you see him fall down on the bike while he was stationary? And if you have a fall at that age, you're screwed. You know, I saw the next day Trump was at some conference. If I'm reelected, I swear to you, I will never ride a bike. He's badass, because only psychos should be in prison.
Yeah, well, I don't think they should be if they ride on a trail. Right on the side of the road, they should be taken off.
No, because then they yell at you for not getting out of their way. No, if you're walking, they should all be in prison.
They should all be... Fair enough, but at the very least, I don't want to drive around them.
Because notice how it only goes one way. When you're in the car, they have to slow you down, and they have to wave with their hands so you fucking go around them. But when you're on the road, like the fucking knives come out and they yell at you, so you have to get out of their way. So it only goes one way ever.
What if I know Vegan Gains made the exercise. That TJ actually said that. Like, what if you're running on a trail and they're fucking going, move, move, move? Well, then you're exercising. And Vegan Gains was like, well, you know who's really, they're working harder. They can ride further than you can run. Like, what? Because, like,
they are objectively doing more working their muscles harder. Who gives a fuck?
That TJ's argument was right, because he said, well, okay, so it's not even about I'm a lazy asshole anymore. You just said that people that aren't lazy assholes are assholes because they're interfering with bicyclists. By the way, TJ was 100% right. Because he even said, like, I don't want to shoot people execution style.
Yeah, you're telling me everyone knows the author of the douchebag Bible is right.
About this.
How could he ever be wrong?
About this.
How could he ever be wrong?
About this.
Douchebag Bible.
How could he be wrong about this? He wrote the douchebag Bible. Specifically this.
Douchebag Bible.
Specifically this, though.
I have to read. I want to read the douchebag Bible on the show. I'm sure it's unbelievably dated. Because he wrote that, what, in like 2011?
Yeah.
I heard you. I heard that sound he made. You know that it must be.
That was just because of my wrist.
Oh, okay. I thought that was because you were thinking about the prospect related with douchebag Bible.
No, I'd happily read that.
I wish you just let me believe that.
No, it's just because my wrist fucking hurts.
Yeah, well, I wasn't fucking screaming at that like that when my wrist hurt, and it hurt. So,
Story of your life.
The story of my life. So, I'm okay. So
I wasn't screaming. I wasn't screaming.
What?
I wasn't screaming.
You were, oh.
Yeah, so what? Who cares?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just thought it was related to something that wasn't.
So you wouldn't have cared unless you... Oh, you only cared because you thought I was making a joke about the douchebag. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So the douchebag Bible was written in 2013. I think he's got other books out there older. Does he? Remember that time he was on Rogan? It was just really awkward. He was like one of the, not one of like the first guests, but he was one of the earlier guests on Rogan.
Oh, I know. You should have murdered him.
What?
You should have murdered him.
Rogan should have murdered him?
Yeah, that was in one of the old Drunken Peasant songs. when he was on Joe Rogan should have...
Yeah. Everyone was talking about how much he's... Because he was not a popular guest.
No.
Joe Rogan should have fucking killed him.
That's awesome.
With Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
You should have jumped across the fucking table and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu you into oblivion. That'd be awesome.
He would deserve it. He's one of the few people that would deserve it.
But, yeah, I bet his book is better than Brett Keen's books, though. I bet you.
It probably is, but, like, they were less... I mean, and the Drunken Peasants now is totally dead.
Yeah.
It's
nothing now.
Right?
It's nothing now.
Yeah, well, there's just... Yeah, they...
I know Mersh always... I know Mersh always goes, they're a friend of the show. That's fine, but I don't think it's good.
They all got fat as shit, too. Have you seen that?
No. Billy was already fat.
Yeah, but Billy's less fat.
Really?
So, like, Ben has picked up all of Billy's weight.
That's awesome.
Now it's now it's just like 350-pound guys on a fucking mattress. Like, oh, you believe in God? Don't you know Skydad's not real? And that's the.
Do they really talk about that now?
Not. Yes, sometimes.
Okay, occasionally, because that would have shocked me if they really talked about that a lot.
No, they
Burp.
I don't know. Yeah, but he's funnier than that. But he's I feel like he's become even more dated. Like, because a few years ago he didn't know what people wanted, but like he didn't slide. Now he's making like 2010 liberal videos.
Who, TJ?
Yeah, he just doesn't know what people want. I guess maybe he doesn't care, but that's on some level he cares because he's a YouTuber.
Yeah, to some extent at least.
Yeah.
Story of his life.
So I made videos in my parents' garage, and my dad went to prison, and I said Ron Paul was cool, and I said he sucked.
I forgot he liked Ron Paul at one point.
He did, and then he didn't like him at all.
Why?
Why did he not like him at all?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, he liked him better than all the Republicans, but he thought he was like a weirdo, extremist guy.
Okay. In what way?
Well, like well, what do you think? In like all his libertarian positions that he's selling raw milk should be legal and shit.
Okay. I mean, I think that some of that's dumb, but how is that an extremist?
Well, it's like, I don't know, I guess because, well, if you're a liberal, you would think that, though.
This guy is extreme! I mean, I'm basically a liberal when it comes to economics, so I don't think it's extreme. I mean, I'm still a capitalist,
I don't see how you could be right now. Don't you see what the libtard Brandon economy, what he's doing to this country?
And it wasn't like this under Obama, though.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah. You know why this is, right? Because he doesn't know what the fuck is happening. He can't even sign letters. This guy doesn't know anything. I would do a better job than Brandon, and I'm an idiot.
Not much.
Not by much, but a little bit better.
Yeah,
I couldn't fuck the country in the speed he's done.
I think most people would.
Yeah, no, like, I thought Obama was fine for the most part. Brandon is awful. Brandon needs to go. Brandon needs to go home.
Brandon needs to go home.
Yeah. Fucking hate. I really would. Like, I never, there's problems with Obama. He was pretentious. But I never thought he was doing a bad job to the, never thought, well, he did some things that were stupid, like the terror, the list of countries. There were,
That he was bombing?
Yeah, but, like, I never, wanted to throw... Even if I had a problem with him, if I was, like, a normie conservative on Facebook, I wouldn't feel like throwing a soda can at his head. Like, even if I was that kind of person. I want to throw a soda can, fucking Brandon, every time I see his stupid fucking face. I hate him.
Stupid Brandon face.
His stupid Brandonite face. The fucking... They always talk about National Socialism. What about National Brandonism? What about the neo-Brandonites that run this country now?
Look, dude, the media has now totally confirmed that the Ashley Brandon diary is real. That Brandon went in the shower with her and smelled her hair.
You smelled her hair because that's what Brandon does.
So I took the train to work, and I did that for 37 years, and I made a career out of it. I rode the coattails of that, and people are like, oh shucks, make this guy the vice president.
What a fuck. The guy literally stumbled into the presidency, and then the vice presidency.
The vice president, yeah, people have said this before, that his claim to fame was taking the train.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, Obama to an extent too, because he was like a senator for a year. His job before that was a community organizer, and to this day, nobody knows what that means.
That's true. But I don't know. Obama knows where he is.
Yeah, even now.
Yeah, and even
now that he looks old as shit.
Yeah, even after he went through he saw the Ark of the Covenant, he's still more aware than Brandon.
Yeah, he's one of the worst. He's one of the worst aging presidents I've ever seen.
And
maybe the worst.
He still knows where he is, though. I keep specifying because I can't believe that we have a president that doesn't know he's president. Unbelievable. You joked about that with Ben Carson. That was hyperbole.
That's just because he was sleeping.
I know, that was hyperbole. But Brandon is supposedly awake. I don't know.
That video of Ben Carson leaving his luggage in his car is one of the greatest videos in political history. It's my luggage. That's a sense of urgency to him.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Brandon could take Ben Carson's advice. When Ben Carson would always say, "You have a brain, you need to use it."
He put his brain away, he put it in the luggage, and then Ben Carson forgot to get it. Now Brandon doesn't know where he is.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, his brain was...
Ben Carson and Brandon's brain?
Yeah. That's what happened.
Wow.
You didn't know? I only know that. I only know that because I work with Newman and McGilla Gorilla. I carry their stuff out of the... I don't work for the post office, but I carry stuff from the post office. Huh?
You're a subcontractor?
Yeah, I'm a subcontractor. I dump it at the museum I work as an intern at. I dump it behind there, and then the CIA picks it up. The ballots. Nobody that works at that museum will ever question it because they don't want to end up in some CIA torture facility in Kosovo. So they just let them dump ballots there. And they just let me dump ballots there and let CIA agents pick them up and take them to like some kind of incinerator where they can burn your votes.
Some like it hot to burn the ballots for Brandon.
Did you know that a lot of the votes they destroy are for Brandon?
Yeah, well, they just want. I guess they just want to purge most of the votes.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. But more people didn't vote than said they did vote.
Yeah.
Fucking Brandon, man. This guy doesn't know anything. Batman, you did a great job. That was pretty funny. That was a rare funny moment. Actual funny moment from Brandon.
It's funny when he keeps talking about interracial couples.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I don't know. He's more focused on it than most actual races.
The most actual race?
The most actual races.
Yeah, he is racist.
He is racist, but he has like a very casual, mid-Atlantic, old school racism.
Yeah, that's what makes it so bizarre. I don't think he has a problem with race mixing. With him personally,
he is racist, but he's not. He's not one of these guys that would be like, it's like grossed out by a white girl and a black guy or something.
I hope they not grossed out by a white guy and a black girl, because that's fucking cool.
That's nobody's against that except for black guys, I guess.
And some really retarded wignats.
Yeah, wow, but most of them think that's cool.
I know, some really retarded ones think that that's bad.
If you're a black guy, I get it. I get why you wouldn't like that.
Well, stick around. Maybe you'll get him back.
You'll win her back?
Yeah, maybe just stick around and, not run away.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean okay.
They have no fucking right.
Black, I saw this, and these make the rounds every so often. And I don't know how accurate accurate this is, but it was like from a few years ago, the Match.com ratings, and it was all the both sexes and all the races, and it's what everyone rated each one, and white guys were like consistently rated the most desirable of all the other races, and then black women were the least, including by black men.
Really?
Being a black woman, like is that takes off 3 points.
Well, the black women that marry or date white men are the cream of the crop of black women.
Yeah, that is overall true. Yeah, well, it's a status thing. They want a white boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's
the real white privilege.
Black men, they outright prefer Hispanic and Asian women to black women, but they like black women better than white women. Which is
really
interesting. You would not think that with the propaganda. Well, this is just some. There's other things. I think some of these ratings seem wonky. There's other ones. And I'm just going by this one I've seen.
Well, Native American men rate white and black women equally.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that. That didn't show up on this one.
Oh, I know. The reason they usually marry white women, though, is just it's a numbers thing. They get off the reservation. They literally get off the reservation. They're probably, because there are a lot more whites than blacks, they're probably going to hook up with a white lady. But either way, a lot of more natives are marrying black women than Native Americans. More Native men are marrying black women.
Yeah. No, that's been true for a while.
Yeah. But they've been polled. They've consistently said they don't have a preference.
You have to show me that one.
It's hard to find, but they don't have a preference between white or black. But they definitely prefer them. They like them equally, but they definitely prefer both of them over their own women.
Yeah. So but anyway, yeah, because this one it showed black women rated white men at 0, meaning they don't prefer them at all and they don't take anything away from them. So exactly neutral. But I've seen other ones that they give like white men another 10, 12 points. And Asian women do. Asian women give like white men 16 points. And Asian women prefer white guys to Asian men.
What about Jewish women?
They're the only ones Asian women and black men are the only ones that prefer.
What about Jewish women?
Outside their race.
What about Jewish women?
Well, the Jewish women aren't there.
Okay.
I'm sure Jewish women are probably more likely to date white guys than even regular white women.
How about
Jewish?
How about different?
But white was the least likely race thing, and the least likely to find
what about different?
Attractive.
What about different?
People outside their race attractive.
What about different Muslim ethnic group women? That'd be many races, but you know what I mean.
We're talking about America.
Oh, okay.
What?
I said okay.
What about guys in Cambodia that have a bigger dick than the average?
What about guys in Cambodia have 13-inch penises?
Who are blind in one eye?
What about Cambodian guys with 13-inch cocks?
Yeah, what about Cambodia guys that they have one nut that's bigger than the other one?
I thought I used to have that. I thought I used to have one nut that was bigger than the other nut.
I think some kids do. I think they even out in puberty.
That's pretty cool. I saw the classic 2070 paradigm shift. The best part now is the girls are being sexualized younger and younger. It's getting to a point where even I have a problem.
Sexualizing young girls is getting to the point where even I have a problem.
It's the opposite of what Tom Tucker said. He said, kids are getting more and more sexy, and I think that's pretty cool.
It's not the exact opposite of what he said.
It's pretty close to the exact opposite.
No, because he was saying that he's okay with it up to a certain point.
That's true.
That's the whole joke.
I just left the reservation. I could go either way. I could fuck a white or black pussy. Makes no difference, but I'd fuck either one of them over a squaw.
I agree.
Well, they definitely agree.
Yeah, I don't really like Indian broads.
I'd fuck them.
Right? Yeah, there's ones I'd fuck.
You think they're gonna be more attractive than the alien women? Give me a break.
They're not. They ain't gonna keep up.
No, the alien women are probably gonna be less attractive, or they're gonna be more attractive than all human
Well,
women.
it's gonna be totally different. It'll be a totally new kind of pussy, so it's gonna be cool.
It doesn't have a pussy, it just had some hole that I stuck my cock in, but that's good enough for me. Feels fucking good.
As long as I know it's cool.
I nutted in this fucking monster's mouth. It almost bit off my penis.
Captain Kirk's wife.
Almost bit off my penis, and that gave me sexual thrill. I love danger. Yeah, I tell you, years ago. This was in high school when I was really horny. I saw a video where this guy was getting blown on top of a skyscraper. They were intentionally standing on the edge. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Like, whoa, man. Just get your dick sucked. What are you doing? Can you imagine them scraping up your corpses? That's fucking embarrassing.
Remember that guy that climbed Trump Tower?
He couldn't give a reason why.
Yeah, I have a message for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, I think he was a supporter, but they didn't know what he wanted.
I remember when you told me, I said, Nicholson did that? And you're like, no. Oh, I just assumed it was something he would do.
Yeah.
At that point in time, it was. Alright, I'll go on for another 20 minutes, but, yeah. Oh, I guess we could talk about this, so... What is the unit of measurement that this is? Because we watched this the other day, the Monkey King versus Hercules, not Heracles.
Yeah, that's not what we call him here.
We live in a country where we don't speak nonsense words.
We don't have those weird fucking characters that they have.
In Greco-land, the fucking stop people.
Yes.
Okay, so it said I looked it up, the Chinese universe is bigger than ours. So, it's like twice as big as, like, what scientists normally say this universe is.
Okay.
So, let's see. They did the most conservative estimate. I think they just did it our size, not twice as big their size, what they thought it was.
I just wanna shit.
In a fucking pussy.
Pussy baby, a fucking pussy baby.
Oh no, in a second.
Just wanna shit. And your fucking pussy baby, and your fucking pussy baby. Spray your ass and shit. No,
oh, here we go. Here we go. I got it. For 1 point.
All around the world, pussies open for
How many zeros is a quintillion?
Okay.
How many is it? I'm asking you.
How many is a quintillion? Wait, that's not what a unit of measurement is.
No.
I want to start with that. That's not what that means. That is not what that means.
No, I mean like 1 quintillion times faster than light.
Oh, 1 1 quintillion times?
It's 1.4. It's what the death battle guy said.
1.4 quintillion, so that's 1 quintillion, 400 trillion.
Because they said when the Monkey King...
Are you asking me how many zeros that is?
Yeah, because the thing was the Buddha said jump to the edge of the universe, and he did that in 1 second. And in order to do that, you'd have... If it was just our universe, the Chinese thought it was twice as big, as scientists do now. If it was just ours, he would have been traveling 1.4 quintillion times faster than the speed of light. The monkey. The monkey would have been going there. That's just pretty cool. So how many zeros is that?
Yeah, so that's...
It's 18 zeros.
Huh?
It's 18 zeros. He'd be going 18 zeros. He'd be going 18 zeros times fast. So he could definitely beat anybody in Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Because they just... How could they react to that?
What about your kid on Scott or something?
I don't think so. Do you think Nurgle could react to that in time?
Well, not Virgo, but what about...
Do you think Korn or some... No, there's no way. I don't even think they're capable of going...
You can't just kill a Chaos God. It's a little hard.
No, I didn't... Well, you can't really kill... It's almost impossible to kill the Monkey King. I didn't say kill him. I said just beat the shit out of him. Wait, it's gotta be possible, because they were shitting their pants when the Emperor was making the Primarchs.
Yeah, but they didn't think Gilman was gonna, kill them.
Yeah, but they were scared.
They were scared of the Chaos God.
So if there was a monkey that could just be in front of them, and they would have they couldn't comprehend that he was there. That's how fast he goes. I don't think they could handle it if they were afraid of Gilliman.
Yeah, but 40K still they could just exterminate his monkey there.
That wouldn't work, he's too fast! He's also immortal!
Well, so he literally can't die?
He can't die.
Okay.
He overdosed on immortality pills, literally. That's in the book.
Well, there's people in 40K that can't die. They're called perpetuals.
Well, I didn't say even he could kill them. I'm saying he could kick most of these people's asses. It's just too absurd. It's too fucking absurd that he's that fast.
That's too powerful.
He's absurd. I remember saying that yesterday. I read it. I'm like, that's fucking absurd. And that's just an argument. If it was the Chinese one, he's even faster because he would travel twice as far in a second.
That's 2.8.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. I mean, it's funny. It's funnier, especially that a monkey's doing it. That's the funniest part.
Yeah.
This fucking monkey business.
You think if he was in 40K, you think he would be friends with those monkey guys?
Yeah, probably. He was friends. He was the king of the monkeys. He loved them, even though he was the only one that wasn't jerking it and throwing... He wasn't throwing his shit and semen around, but he thought it was endearing when the other monkeys would. And the reason is because he was created from a stone that fell from, Chinese heaven. And so he didn't have genitals, he didn't have a libido, and he didn't have an asshole. So he didn't have any, sex organs or cum or shit. Huh?
He's like an orc.
Yeah, he's like an orc, but even though he that's why he's the only one of the pilgrims and journeys to the West that can never be subdued by women, because it does not register. He's an asexual rock monkey. But
he's like an orc or a space marine.
Yes, well, space marine, not really, because they had to be fucking manipulated to end up like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He was like that day fucking one.
They also have dicks, they just can't.
Yeah, there's a part where he says in Journey to the West that even though he doesn't have any, even though he has no libido and he can't shit, that he found it endearing when his monkey subjects would throw shit and semen at each other. I think that's funny. There's poetry in that.
There's in the wall or in one of the books, I don't know which one. There's this space marine showering, and all these whores are looking at his cock, and he can't figure out why.
You told me about that.
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, but I haven't told.
Why the fuck are they looking at my penis? Is it because they think it's some kind of worm? Story of my life.
It's totally fine.
It's not a fucking worm, I swear to fucking Christ. I don't know who that is. Religion doesn't exist anymore.
Or religion, well, this wasn't 30K, this was 40K, so religion definitely exists.
I know.
Well, you didn't, how do you know?
I know, because 40K was when the Emperor gets sealed in the fucking Golden Thrones.
Yeah, you get
so religion
makes,
religion has like a rebirth after that. I know that.
Okay.
I was just being goofy. I wasn't a serious like 40K.
Okay, but the religion doesn't exist that's something that does happen. So I thought you were referencing that.
No, at one point it happens.
Yeah, it happens for a while, for like 1,000 years.
Oh.
In the Great Crusade / Horus Heresy to some extent.
Yeah.
Was it the Space Marines prove that 40K is just an autist escape fantasy?
That's true.
There's the poster boys of the setting.
Yeah, that's why they did that.
Autistic.
That's when they did that fan story where the Space Marine falls into an interdimensional portal that goes to another universe outside of the 40K verse.
Yeah, and women keep trying to fuck him.
No, he goes to Neo Tokyo anime universe, and then all these anime girls are like, "Oh, look at his penis, Oni-chan, Oni-chan," and he's like, "What the fuck?" And it's a 40K spin-off of Space Marine in Neo Tokyo.
Didn't you tell me then he spins a cocoon and hides into it, which is something they can do.
Yeah, he does that to get away from them.
You can look this up. That's something Space Marines can do.
He does that, and then they're clawing on him because they want his cock. These anime girls, these giant tits.
A lot of their organs are silly, like silly sci-fi shit.
Like Zim.
Yeah, like Zim. But he just had a bunch of human organs. I don't. Why did that happen? Why do they need to pretend they're a butterfly? That's the silliest shit. But there's the most autistic. Well, maybe not the most autistic, but like the most relatable moment to in 40K to the fandom with the Space Marine is some guardsman was telling us it was, I think it was Imperial Fist, that he was gonna marry one of his squad mates, and then the Space Marine just awkwardly shuffles away.
Why? Because it's gay?
No, because he doesn't know what to say.
Oh, so it was a heterosexual thing.
Yeah. The Space Marines aren't heterosexual. They're not nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them are gay before they get...
Speaking of, I wasn't going to talk about, because I didn't know it would veer into talking about Warhammer. Did you see Games Workshop? They're now reiterating, they released a formal thing. Space Marines can only be male. I think that's the threshold they're never going to cross. What about you?
They're going to be the females? I'm not sure anything could happen.
I think that you think it will happen.
I think it will happen eventually because anything can happen. It'll be these gross women. They're these giant, muscular, gross women. It'll be fucking gay.
Sisters of Battle are basically female Space Marines.
I know, but
women.
You know how it goes.
The AIDS, it doesn't even make sense. Because it'd be one thing if it was like it would be stupid. But it'd be one thing if it was like any of these other nerd settings, where it's like, they don't want any positive female characters. The Sisters of Battle are not sexualized in the way that like other female
like an anime. Anime is a great
like
example.
Or other characters. They're hardly sexualized at all. Because they have very conservative breastplate armor and they're literal nuns. They're not all virgins, but a lot of them are.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just it makes no sense. They just want female space breeds because space breeds are the poster child for.
So I'm gonna backtrack for 1 second, and then we can go back to this. So, just to be clear, so you do think the Monkey King could beat the Emperor, but Hercules can't?
Hercules can't beat the Emperor. No, Hercules can't beat the Emperor. No
But Hercules would lose to the Monkey King, but I'm not sure about because he carried the whole universe on his back, and the Greeks, unlike the Chinese, thought the universe was infinite.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Like, the Chinese thought it was 2 times or twice as big as scientists think ours is. The Greeks thought it was.
For all we know, going by the lore, the Emperor could have been the Monkey King. He was like 1,000 different people.
That's true. He could have been Hercules.
Hercules, I meant. But yeah.
He could have been both of them. He could have been. He's probably Kim Kardashian now.
That'd be something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was basically just the Highlander.
Now I want to fuck her a lot. Now I just wanted to fuck her normal.
Like story that it was the God Emperor.
Yeah. Now I want. If that's true, I want to fuck her a lot. A lot. Why does Pete Davidson get to fuck the Emperor? Fuck. That's not fair. It's not fucking.
He's not autistic.
Yeah, he's not. That's not fucking fair. He's not autistic. He's just a retard.
I know.
I'm not autistic either, but
you're closer.
I'm closer. I would say no. So I don't really have an argument here. Not compared to him.
Well, it should be an autistic guy. I'm sorry.
I know. You know what? I would like to fuck her, and I would fuck her over Pete Davidson if she's the Emperor. But if I could, I would throw her to the nearest autist.
Yeah,
out of Pete's reach.
You know, there always another Warhammer news. There's this guy, and stuff like this keeps happening. I think this was in Europe. There was some official Games Workshop.
Oh, I was going to say for a second, you said that like he was St. George, like the Emperor was St. George.
Yeah, St. George.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, anyway.
There was some official Games Workshop tournament, and this guy, I think it was in Europe, this guy showed up with a Spanish Voyager shirt, and his name was the Austrian Painter. And he won because nobody wanted to play against him.
That's awesome. Dude, Franco was tight. I like Franco.
Yeah, I know a little bit about Franco.
Franco was tight. There's all these wignats that hate him. They were like, oh, he enlisted Muslims! Did you know? Did you fucking know that Moroccans called him a Ghazi? Who cares?
Yeah, he was probably autistic. All of these fascists were probably autistic.
He enlisted Muslims because they were great at killing communists. What the fuck? Why wouldn't he do that? That's a good idea.
Yeah, well, he's, like I said, he's autistic. He doesn't care about all your nonsense.
That was the only religion besides Catholicism that he was fair to. He gave them, because Protestantism until the very end was not even tolerated under Franco. Islam was in like Morocco, the part of Morocco that was under Spanish control. They were given special privileges, which is part of the reason Muslim leaders called him a Ghazi, because he fought the communists and gave him special concessions in Morocco. But other than the Muslims, the only other people that got anything were, Catholics. Jews were kept to a bare minimum in Spain. They were, Oh, hold on. Alright, are you back? Am I back? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Today it's me fucking up. Yesterday it was you. It's always something. It's always fucking something.
That was me?
Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm somewhere where the internet... No, that time it was me again. So yesterday it was mostly you. Today it's mostly me. I gotta make sure I'm somewhere like Peyton's house or something when we if I get Metokur, because I don't want that to happen. When you're gut guarding against him.
And taking up the principled probe guns.
Yeah, I want to move on to that and end the show with that, but I'll pivot back for a second. But yeah, they were the Islam was the only religion that was given any kind of privileges anywhere in Spanish territory. It was only in Morocco, but that was the only place they really lived. But nobody, no Protestants, Jews were kept to a bare minimum. So it was Islam, and then the rest of it was Catholicism. That was it.
I want to talk about if you think all these fascists were autistic.
I already said yes.
Well, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, except for Horthy. I don't think Horthy was autistic.
Who the fuck is Horthy?
You don't know who Miklos Horthy is?
Nice young Hungarian or something?
Yes.
You're acting like I should know. Why should I
told you the quote where he said that, we're not...
Jews,
He was... It was back and forth on anti-Semitism, honestly, Horthy.
Okay.
No, he said that Hungary is not a Catholic or a Protestant state, it is a Christian state.
I thought Orban said that.
No, he said it too, but Horthy said it first.
Okay. So what did they think of that guy in Hungary? Do they think he's good?
Yeah, Horthy is considered like a precursor to Orban.
Okay. They think he's good, I don't think he's not good.
Horthy's awesome, man. I love fucking Horthy. That guy's the tits.
Okay.
He's one of the...
He was definitely a Spurg.
No, I think he's the only one I'm aware of that wasn't like... the guy who ran Portugal, Salazar, was a total fucking Spurg. That guy was...
Definitely Hitler. Hitler is serious.
If we can even call that a fascist, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. He was autistic.
That's for sure. I think Stalin was probably autistic to some degree.
Stalin was probably autistic.
Yeah.
Hirohito, I think.
No, not Hirohito.
Do you think that's just the Japanese bullshit?
No, Hirohito was just shy.
Yeah, okay, but I think he was autistic.
Tojo was not autistic, but he had, he had an
That's
anger.
what I was probably thinking of Tojo. You don't think he was autistic?
No, I don't really see it.
Okay.
Yeah, Hideki Tojo was pretty...
I think Mussolini may not have been. He probably was. He definitely had some.
Yeah, I don't think Horthy was just like some old school monarchist. That's what he was. Ungern Sternberg was a fucking autistic lunatic. Wasn't even autistic. That guy was just crazy. Because that's not really a fascist leader, but Hitler did say that he inspired him. He was inspired by Ungern to a degree.
Who's the most autistic president you think we ever had?
The most autistic president?
Yeah.
James Buchanan. No, I'm kidding.
No, it definitely wouldn't be him.
Most autistic...
Maybe, who's the guy that died in the rain? William Henry Harrison. I gotta show that I could do it. And give a 2-hour inauguration speech in the rain and die.
It's probably
our most autistic president.
Yeah.
But in terms of a serious answer, I don't know. Have we had an autistic president? It seems weird that we wouldn't have.
No, we had to have.
John Adams, maybe?
I thought Thomas Jefferson had autism.
You think so?
I heard that.
I don't think they
You don't think what?
I don't think they knew anyone was autistic. I don't think we know for sure that Ben Shapiro is autistic, though, even though he definitely is. If he wasn't so Jewish acting, everyone would know he's autistic.
You think Sternberg was autistic? Or do you think he was just crazy? I think he was just crazy.
He's just nuts.
Yeah.
I think John Adams was more likely to be autistic than.
I love his ideology, which was called military Buddhism, but it really had almost nothing to do with Buddhism, or Christianity for that matter. It was just killing people.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of
Killing people as a worldview. It would be, have you ever heard of killing people as a worldview? That's really the long and short of it.
I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of killing a bunch of people?
Making them climb trees overnight, and sometimes they freeze to death.
When you're in show, I couldn't look you in the eye. You look like a psycho. That guy's a one.
That was one I heard. It wasn't in the book I read about Sternberg, but I heard that was one of his punishments. Was he would tie guys to posts, and then he would get somebody to kick him in the nuts over and over again.
Nice.
This is a guy that some Mongolians still think is a god. This fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
The Dalai Lama liked him, but he was really hesitant to throw his support behind him. Because he's a fucking crazy person. This fucking Russian-German schizophrenic that created some crazy ideology where he was a reincarnation of the Buddha and Crom from Conan, and he's fucking killing communists with his penis and causing great terror in the lands he traveled. He didn't do it with his penis. I thought it would be funny to say that, but it just sounds dumb.
He have a big cock.
Did Sternberg have a big cock?
Yeah.
He loved, maybe that's why the Mongolians thought he was a guy. I thought
he was a god because he had a big cock.
Yeah, it might be, because, they all had tiny cocks, probably. And you think
That's
about...
true? Are they one of the people with tiny dicks?
I think so, yeah. And they, I thought it was because Sternberg, even though he was still a Christian, he was also a Buddhist. So he adopted their worldview, and then he was also a great warrior. That might have just been parts of it. The main reason might have been that he had a giant white penis. And they really appreciated that.
I could see it.
Yeah, I do.
What world leader in history do you think that's the biggest?
The biggest penis?
Yeah.
It'd either be Hannibal or Khalid ibn al-Walid.
You're going, ancient.
Oh, the Khalid al-Walid is, the beginning of Islam. Is that really that ancient?
Right, okay, but what about, contemporary, in the last 100, or, 200 or so years?
Patton. Maybe Frederick the Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big do you think his cock was?
I don't know. I'd have to be one of the guys who fucked him to know that for sure.
Did he? Oh, yeah, he was gay.
Yeah. He's one of the cool homosexuals. I don't know why gays don't claim him more. He was fucking Napoleon's idol. That's how great of a general and king he was.
He was gay.
He was gay, but he was one of those cool homosexuals. There's a few of them. That's why I don't get they take Freddie Mercury.
Was some of that propaganda, though? Because everyone said, Prussian militarism was gay.
No, he was definitely fucking gay. We have his diaries, and he talked...
Okay.
Yeah, he was gay.
Britain in general said, oh, look at that, they're gay military drills.
No, his dad wasn't gay.
Okay. Everyone in Britain's gay.
Another gay guy that was cool was the first Mughal emperor. He was a homo. He was pretty cool. He conquered a fucking subcontinent. That's hard.
Do you think British people or Germans have more gay sex?
British.
British. Yeah, because the British are gayer acting, but I could see a German fuck a woman. I could picture it in my head. I can't see a British man fuck a woman.
Ew! What is that hole between your legs?
Yeah, it's icky. That's icky. There it is.
Let me see, Horthy, when that guy died. Yeah, he was like an old school monarchist who really hated it when he disappointed one of the Habsburgs. Like Bismarck. If Bismarck was an autist, he probably wasn't.
Abraham Lincoln had a huge cock.
Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, but his cock was huge.
Yeah. Hope he wasn't gay, because then he would be ripping those guys' assholes apart.
Yeah, he would be destroying assholes. I don't think he was gay. I think that's gay coke.
Yeah. If he was gay, he's cooler than most gays.
Of course.
It kind of like Frederick the Great. Like, Frederick the Great was definitely a homosexual, but that guy was fucking awesome. I fuck men, but I'm cooler than most homosexuals. When did Horthy died in 1957. He was 88 in Portugal. He was exiled because of the Iron Curtain. He was a Catholic, right? By birth. He wasn't religious at all. He was conservative as fuck, but he wasn't religious.
Yeah, well, he was probably into all that, Ebola shit.
Who, Horthy?
Probably.
No, that would have been too autistic. He really fucking hated. He's considered basically a fascist dictator, but he really hated ideological fascism.
Okay, well...
He thought it was...
It's super technical, but,
yeah.
Revolt Against the Modern World by Julius Evola is a critique of fascism from the right.
Fair enough, but I'm just saying that he...
It's basically that fascism isn't fascist enough. So
Horthy would not like that because he didn't like he thought fascism was only preferable. Fascism, to the extent it exists, an umbrella term, but it was preferable to communism. That's what all he thought about it. He didn't like it.
Okay.
So no, there's no way he would have said I like this book because it's saying that fascists should be more fascist. He would think that's gay. That's why I don't think he was. I think he was an old school monarchist who knew that if he reinstated the monarchy, that his entire country would be invaded by the olden tide. I think that's what he was. And he made alliances of convenience with Hitler and Mussolini only when it was absolutely necessary.
You ever tried reading Ebola? I did.
I listened to an audiobook. I was kind of bored.
I read, which one? Was it Ride the Tiger?
Yeah, it was Ride the Tiger.
Yeah, it was, I tried, did you get to the part where he talks about that gay story about that Valley guy that just shot a bunch of people?
No.
He stood on the street corner shooting people.
That's pretty cool, though.
What?
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it was,
do you think
I don't remember what his take was.
Do you think Ataturk was autistic? I'm sorry. Go, you can finish.
No, I guess that was it. Ataturk? Yeah, probably.
Because there's that story where there's those Islamists that want to overthrow him so they can reinstate the Sultan and the Caliphate in the 20s, and they're gonna kill him. There's a plot to shoot Ataturk and overthrow his secular government and restore Islam. And they fail, and then the fucking guards are gonna take him away, and then Ataturk yells, "Let him go!" And then he tells them to point the gun directly at his head. "Shoot me! Come on, shoot me right now!"
Like the Joker?
Yeah, like the Joker. He points, he says, shoot me, end my secular regime, and reinstate Islam. And then the guy who was gonna shoot him just started shaking, and he dropped the... Huh?
I watched it.
Well, he just started shaking, and he dropped the gun. Because he couldn't believe that Ataturk was doing that. I think that's pretty autistic. I think... Yeah. Well, I thought part of that was he felt like even though he was a secular atheist, he felt like he had some kind of, not divine, but predetermined destiny. And that if he could be killed like that, then it would undo his entire worldview on that, of remaking his country. So he had to know if that guy would kill him if he had the chance. So he made the guy point the gun at him and say, kill him.
My father was a weirdo.
My father fucked my ass.
My father was a gay guy in a
Fucked me.
homo. One day, it was a little crazier than usual. My mom tries to fuck my father because she can see he's pissed off. He throws her aside and puts a dildo in his own mouth. He says, "Why so hetero?" He says, "Why so hetero?"
And then he fucked his kid.
And then he fucked me right. It'd be like the next, because he tells that same story like 4 times in the movie, and it's different every time. It's he pulls down his pants and shows his ass. Oh, God, these stars.
That's awesome.
My father was gay.
My father fucked my ass because...
My father...
No, my father fucked my ass because he already knew I was gay.
I was also gay already.
I knew I was gay, but I remember thinking, Dad, how do you know? Why so hetero?
Man, that movie really doesn't hold up. His performance is still pretty badass, but that movie is not.
Oh yeah, he's the guy that carries the Dark Knight. Oh.
Yeah, it's without him that movie would not be, because Batman Begins is not that good. Because it's just a fucking ridiculous comic book movie from there isn't real, although I will say there isn't all like the corny Marvel stuff that's even kind of in the new Batman. I know it's not Marvel, but it's, the influence of it.
Yeah.
But even still, there's just all this, because that was its own thing, like the pre-Marvel comic book movies, the pre-Disney Marvel comic book movies were also very ridiculous. Like the old X-Men. They just had their own ways in which they were stupid. But yeah, Batman Begins doesn't have so much of that, but it's just very corny in other ways. I think The Dark Knight Rises is probably the best one.
Yeah, I mean, overall, yeah.
Trilogy, yeah, because, honestly, I think the new Batman is better than any of the Dark Knight movies.
So what's going to be your smoking gun when you fight Metokur?
Stop, this may never happen, stop.
It will, dude, I found an escort. All I have to do is ask Flamenco. All I have to do is ask Flamenco. There was a guy, this was 2 years ago, who had a channel, well, no, it was a little more than 2 years ago. He had a channel with 5 subscribers.
That doesn't mean he's gonna come. He might just not respond.
No, he will. Like, if he knows about it, he will.
No, but he might not see it.
I know, if he doesn't see it, he won't. But if he sees, if Flamenco tells him, which I don't know why he wouldn't, he loves, Flamenco...
Favor. We don't know anybody.
Flamenco,
I don't think we know how this stuff works.
No, listen to me. Flamenco will take any opportunity to have somebody make fun of Ralph, which Metokur will do. Any opportunity. That guy is really gay when it comes to... He's gayer than he normally is when it comes to Ralph. I think this... Look, I found an escort.
A lot of this is internet theater, and I think they're overestimating.
Look. This is going to be easier than getting an escort.
Okay, well...
Remember you said you were shocked? I can't believe it. I can't believe you found an escort.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, you did.
What did you... No, I did not say that. I said, what'd you use? Did you use OnlyFans, or is there a website?
No, you said that after. I said, I cannot believe.
Well, I can't believe that you did it.
Yeah!
I know it's easy. I couldn't believe you did it.
Yeah, but that's harder than getting Metokur on this show, is what I'm saying.
acting like I thought it was hard to get a friend.
No, I'm acting. You were saying no. You were saying it was hard for me, and it should be hard for me, which it wasn't. I'm telling you, this is easier for me than getting an escort, getting Metokur on this show.
Yeah.
He'll come on.
Well, now he derailed the show again by talking about something that may never happen.
It's gonna happen.
He might not.
It's going to. You're just afraid.
It probably won't.
It probably will.
I don't think so. I don't think Metokur is for comments. I don't think he's gonna see it. You know how many people probably ask him to come on their dumbass show? He doesn't come on all of them.
Yeah, he does.
He comes on shows with 5 subscribers, but he doesn't come on all of them.
No, he comes on all of them that he sees.
That's not true.
That he sees. And the only way he won't come on is if he doesn't see it or hear about it.
That isn't true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
He doesn't decide to come on. I know he says that, but there's people that have said they've invited Metokur, and he just hasn't for whatever reason.
Well, they always have said it seems like he didn't see it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I don't think it's...
Look, I'm saying that's the only way he won't come on.
The chances are not 0.
But look, if he doesn't see it, he won't be on. But if he sees it...
This is something we should be talking about off the show.
It's gonna happen. Oh, unless he doesn't see it. But if he sees it, he's on. The second he sees this... Huh?
Dude, you're like a yes. I don't know.
That guy is such... Dude, that guy is such a whore. He'll go on anything. He's a bigger whore than Snoop Dogg. He does it for free!
Yeah, not anymore. When was the last time he even did that?
You know what the last time was? It was that show, the guy who had 15 subscribers. Metokur was going to do a special on... partly on Ralph, but also on Coach Red Pill in Ukraine in a war zone. And there was this guy, this was recently, he had 15 subs, like, can you come on and talk about politics, like really dry boomer politics with me? And Metokur was like, alright, why not, I'll postpone my show. So that literally just happened. I don't think you realize, as soon as he sees it, he's there. Are you there? Alright, are you back? Am I back?
Yeah, you never left.
Okay, so you heard what I said.
I heard what you said.
Yeah, so if he doesn't see it, we won't talk to him. If he sees this, if he hears about it, he will be on our show. He's a whore. He'll go anywhere.
Well, it's very likely you won't see it.
I think Flamingo...
It's true, which it's not. There's people that there's shows he just doesn't end up going on, just can't. Because he can't go on all of them. But it's far from guaranteed he's going to come on.
What if he does? What if he does, though? What are you going to do?
I'm saying we shouldn't talk about it like it's going to happen.
Yeah, but I bet this is kind of funny.
Huh?
I bet this is a little bit funny that it got derailed at the end into this shit.
Yeah, just this fucking bickering.
Yeah, I bet this is a little bit funny. I bet it is.
I bet it's not.
I didn't say it was hilarious. It's a little funny.
I know you didn't, but I bet it's not funny.
Yeah.
I bet,
well, now it's not. You said it wasn't funny.
Talking about the Joker having gay sex is funny.
Yeah, that's something he would do. He'd be like, I already had to hear Nick Fuentes talk about the Joker movie. I hear about you talking about Joker butt sex. He would bitch about that.
Well, I don't know. Is Metokur ever talking about Comtown?
I think he brought it up once.
Okay.
Because somebody said in a super chat, have you seen Comtown? I've seen a clip of it here or there. It's pretty good. I think I saw that once.
Okay.
And that was back. I heard that back when the only thing I knew about Comtown was Five-ish.
Yeah, the Five-ish thing.
Expendables of anti-Semitism.
Yeah, I saw that again. I actually saw that video again like an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted wanted to see that again, where he said, we just survived to move out of an office. And then the Robert De Niro part where he said, you want some black people kicked out of the household, Spiveish? I go do that. I go do that for you.
Yeah, that was like what Stewie said when they found out Lois was Jewish. Oh, what are we gonna play next? Put the eviction notice on the black guy's door. Was it a synagogue?
That's fun.
That's what Jews do. They put eviction notices on black people's doors.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of Snoop Dogg, remember when he was at Trump's roast and he was clearly friends with him? And now he acts like he's always hated him.
Yeah, because he's a liar.
And he's full of fucking shit.
He's full of fucking shit.
Kanye's the only one that didn't turn on a dime. It was friends with Trump before, during, and after he was president.
In that way, he's a stand-up guy for sure. I don't know how this is a joke. That's a story of my life.
What's a Kanye? Friends with Trump, it keeps me honest.
Having gay sex when unrelated.
I am also fucking gay. I wear those sunglasses in 2008.
That was pretty gay. It was pretty
And no one and you clearly couldn't see it.
It was like, next time I come over, I told you that one other death battle you might like. The one with the reverse flash.
Yeah.
I barely knew anything about that before Peyton showed me that video 3 years ago. About reverse flash, but he's fucking funny.
Yeah,
Who won that? Let me check who won that fucking one. I don't remember. I haven't seen until recently, until Payne showed me that one. I hadn't seen it.
I didn't even like the one you showed me yesterday. I think
Yeah, the 5 minutes of the one I showed you.
They're fucking gay.
Yeah, it is very Reddit. Hold on. Last 3.5, 4 years I hadn't seen one until then. Maybe I had with Peyton, but not by myself. And then I saw that one with Peyton, and I saw the Vegeta versus Thor, which Thor won. I don't know if that's true. I think Peyton's right that there are like top tier DC characters that could beat Vegeta, but I don't think Thor could. Story of my gay penis. I have a penis that I put in men's asses, and now I have HIV, and now I'm spreading monkeypox. Alright.
You look like a penis. I wanna suck your cock. 'Cause I'm gay. I'm a homo. What the hell?
Why am I so fucking queer?
I'm fucking queer. I belong here. I'm reading their kids.
I forgot how good the animation is in this one.
What?
I forgot how good the animation was in this one. I'm just skipping to who wins. Let's see. I think it's Reverse Flash wins. Yeah, he won. Even though they're supposed to be Dragon Ball shills, he won. That's because the Broly beat the Hulk, and then they said they were Dragon Ball, which it totally would happen, by the way. There's no way the Hulk could win. Even if it was fucking Mark Ruffalo, there's no way the Hulk could beat Broly.
I think regular Mark Ruffalo could beat Broly.
You think he could?
I do. I think he'd be surprised.
Death Battle thinks, and they're right, by the way, but they thought that Broly could beat the Hulk. But you're saying that's true. They're right about that, but Broly would lose to Mark Ruffalo.
Yes.
So that means Mark Ruffalo is stronger than both of them.
That's true.
Why'd you laugh if that's true?
Because it is true. Because it is funny. Because Mark Ruffalo is a fucking loser. but that doesn't make it not true.
He's such a loser that Seth MacFarlane politely makes fun of him.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, that's kind of the joke, man. I said politely makes fun of him. I don't know if you got the joke. The joke was it's nothing. Politely makes fun of doesn't matter. Anyway. So they disconnect. Oh, come on!
What celebrities do you think they really don't like on Family Guy?
Well, I think they don't. Mark Loggia. Robert Loggia. I think they fucking hate him. No, hold on. It's not me that time.
Robert Loggia.
Yeah, Robert Loggia. Lozier. I think he cut in front of Seth at an airport, and that's what that came from.
Yeah, because it's too specific. Because what has he even been in besides Under the Sopranos?
He's been in a lot of shit. I saw his filmography. We read his filmography. Huh? I can't hear you.
There's nothing that we've recognized him in.
There was a few things I recognized.
Wasn't the things we knew we couldn't pin
oh my fucking god. After we watch, because the death battle's only 20 minutes, we should watch The Irishman after that. Next time I come over.
I didn't really want to watch The Irishman just because it's 3 hours.
You'd rather watch the death battle than The Irishman?
Well, no, I don't. No, because I don't want to watch any death battle.
Okay. Well, you did say that even though you probably would like it less, you did say because it's not 3 hours, you by default. That was the vibe I was getting. So that 3 hours thing really fucking bothers you for some reason.
Yeah, it bothers. Yeah, because none of Martin Scorsese's other movies are 3 hours. They don't need to be.
There's other movies need to be 3 hours, but they are.
Yeah, it would be like some doo-wop song.
You think that's? I think that one's. I think Broly could beat Hulk, and I think Reverse Flash could beat Goku Black. I do think that Mark Ruffalo could beat all of them, though.
I think Martin Scorsese could beat Joe Rogan.
No, that I do disagree with. I think you'd be surprised.
I think you'd be surprised.
I think Scorsese would wipe the floor with him.
Okay, you think, wait, so you think, that's why I said that he would beat Joe Rogan.
They should just do, like, at this point they've been doing Death Battle for so many years. They should just do, like, crazy shit, like Jordan Peterson versus his daughter. Like, they should just do shit that doesn't make any sense now.
Joe Rogan versus,
Rojogan. No, see? Oh, see? Rojogan.
Joe Rogan versus a chimp.
Yeah, I gotta ask Payne if they've done Warhammer stuff. They got to at some point.
Definitely haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
They should. Why not?
Well, who would they do? I guess like the God Emperor versus
We said Morgoth. We said Morgoth.
It's cheap. What?
Maybe you said Morgoth would be good against the God Emperor.
Morgoth. Yeah, I just feel like the God Emperor, that's a cheap matchup. Like, I'd rather them do...
I would be like Gilliman versus some Dragon Ball character.
Sanguinius versus,
Tien Shinhan.
Why not?
That would be a slaughter!
On what side?
Tien would be slaughtered.
Okay, by Sanguinius?
Yeah, I mean, I know Tien is like a three-eyed alien, but he can't keep up with that. That's ridiculous.
By this fucking angel guy.
Yeah, like another alien that would be slaughtered would be Piccolo. He would be fucking decimated by
Who's the worst Primarch?
Yeah. Oh, Goku or Vegeta would slap the shit out of him. I'm not saying all of the characters would lose. I'm just saying that some of these characters would.
Who's the best Primarch?
I told you Magnus the Red is my favorite.
Well, he's your favorite, but is he the most powerful, do you think?
I have no idea. Who would
probably
be
probably Mortarion, because he's just like a walking disease blob.
Story of his life.
So I crashed onto a planet. It was a toxic bug, and my father was a wizard, and he locked me in a tower, and the Emperor killed him.
I don't know why, but it honestly shocks me that you haven't seen The Irishman yet.
I think I've seen it. I think that might be the only Scorsese movie I haven't seen.
What the fuck? It's a good one.
Other than I haven't seen King of Comedy.
Oh my god, we gotta see that.
I haven't seen Cape Fear in like 10 years.
King of Comedy is the one where De Niro is on Jerry Lewis.
I know what happens.
Oh my fucking god! Jesus Christ! You've missed out two of the best one. They're in like they're both in the top 5.
King of Comedy cannot be one of his best ones.
No, you're right. In the top 10.
You're saying King of Comedy is as good as Taxi Driver?
No, I said top 10.
Okay.
It's definitely Irishman's in the top 5. Irishman's in the top 5.
Is it as good as Taxi Driver?
It's up there. It's in the top 5. Taxi Driver's in the top 5 too.
Did you I don't know if I should tell you it now because I heard it somewhere else, but I might tell you off the show. It's just funny to me. Anyway, but I will say this right now, and it is related. That Martin Scorsese scene in Taxi Driver is one of the funniest fucking things ever. Just because that might be the most awkward situation that we can imagine.
Oh yeah.
You know what apartment that is? That's my ex-wife's apartment. You ever see what a .38 revolver does to a man's head? No, of course you haven't. You ever see what one does to a woman's pussy?
I want to now.
Yeah, that's or one of the other great, maybe the greatest, one of the greatest lines is scenes in any movie. Where he's talking to his fellow cabbie. Where he said, I picked up these 2 fags the other day, and then they started beating each other up in my back seat. And I said, fellas, look, I believe we have a constitution. I believe we have a Bill of Rights. All of the above. And what you do in the privacy of your own homes, not my business. However, once you start beating each other senseless in the back of my taxi, then it becomes my business.
He makes money from that.
And then there's another, it was like, 1976? And then there's another taxi driver says, if 2 fags split up in California, one has to pay the other one alimony. It's beautiful, beautiful. They're way ahead of it in California.
There's a scene in the I'm gonna end it in a second, but there's a scene in The Irishman where I think it's the guy who plays Al Capone in fucking Boardwalk Empire. I'm sure you know the scene where the guy, one of the Irish guys, fucking it's not Jimmy Hoppa, but it's some it's some some Irish guy who's making fun of him because he's Italian, and then it just eats him away.
Is it the you people thing?
Yeah, but it like the whole rest of the movie, it just destroys him. He cannot. They end up going to jail.
Really?
Yeah, like they end up both going to prison, and then he's like, all he can think about is, I want to go up to him and ask him if he'll apologize for making all those Italian slurs. And so he goes up to him and he's like, look, I'm in here, you're in here. Can you apologize for? And then he almost kills him. I think I have to see it again, but it eats him alive. It's the funniest shit. It's like in the last, I think around the last third of the movie.
What do you think the worst Scorsese movie is?
I thought that one with the Portuguese in Japan was overrated.
Oh, is that the priest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's kind of gay.
I mean, it's basically true, but I don't know. Who cares? I mean, I'm a history guy, and I don't really care about that.
What about The Color of Money? I wasn't crazy about that one.
No, I will say the sets and the atmosphere of that movie were really good. In the one,
The Color of Money?
No. In the one with the Catholic missionaries in Japan, like the sets in Japan and the aesthetic.
Yeah, I think that's worse than The Color of Money. I think you're right. That's probably his worst movie.
What, the priest one?
Yeah.
I didn't see that was his worst. I said that it was just overrated. It's definitely one of
overrated. I didn't know it was rated highly.
No, it's rated that highly, but it's a little overrated. People at the time said it was better than it was.
And that came out, like 2013 or something?
I remember seeing it in theaters with my parents.
Yeah, that was like 10, 12 years ago?
At least. I'm not that old.
Yeah, okay. So at most you mean, not at least.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we need to see if that. I love that. It's great, but he can't let it go that he called them mean Italian names.
I think I just called them you people, and that wasn't like. Totally
No, he doubled down. He called them more shit. He said, you guinea faggot, fuck you, you greasy olive muncher, all this. All these fucking slurs, and it's eating him alive. Like, every second he's alive, the rest of that movie, he can't stop thinking about all the Italian slurs he said to him.
Nice.
Yeah, that's I don't know, I love that. I love that it just destroyed him. Nothing destroyed him. That's what Chris Cuomo was trying to pretend it was like for him, but this guy
called him Fredo?
Yeah, but this guy was actually destroyed. Like he
does freak out when people call him shit.
Yeah, but this guy actually was wounded because somebody called him a greaseball. That wasn't. I remember. I think one line is he called me these names. It wasn't very nice of him.
When a cock hits your eye, you say, that's so nice, that's amore.
No, it's when the cock hits your eye, you say, wow, that was nice, it's a gay.
It's a gay guy.
I know, I'm a gay guy.
When you're gay at the zoo, you eat pasta for sure, you suck cock.
You suck penis.
When you're dreaming of penis, but you know you're not dreaming, signore. You're gay, I am gay, we'll both be gay. Anyway.
We should just watch old movies and shit. We're at that age where we're just gonna watch old movies like Tony Soprano. That was fucking awesome. I want to start doing that. So that's
basically me now.
You just watch ancient movies?
Well, ancient, yeah, because that was in the 2000s, so you was watching movies from the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching movies from the 70s with my ice creams. I'm basically am already.
We need to go further, but we get a crappy old television.
Yeah, but he was watching movies from 45, 50 years ago, so I'm doing that now.
I know, but it is cool just to watch old westerns and shit.
Well, none of those movies are good, though. The movies in the 70s were way better.
Yeah, they were, but that's not really the point. The point is the aesthetic.
Okay, but...
I actually think a lot of the non-Western movies from that era were better than the Westerns.
From the 50s, absolutely.
Yeah.
But there were maybe, and I stand by it, everybody, they want to chew my head off for saying this, but there were maybe 20 good movies before 1960.
Yeah.
Most movies were garbage.
You think I was gonna chew? You think I was gonna chew your head off for that?
No, but everyone else does.
Well, I mean, they're not good. They're just relaxing. That's my opinion on them.
What's a great movie before 1960? Citizen Kane.
That movie is so overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah, But I'm saying, like, the point of those movies to me is isn't it more just, like, relaxing than, like, traditionally good? Because it just, it's not like, oh, it's a simpler time. It's like, it's this world that they thought existed. And it's a weird, bizarre form of escapism that's almost like a fever dream.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of more movies. King Kong, that kind of slaps, I'll be honest.
Slaps monkey ass. Hell yeah.
Slaps monkey penis.
Careful, you're gonna start monkeypox.
That movie is pretty good. King Kong, that's a good one.
But I'm just saying that's not really the point. The point is it's like a relaxing.
I'm trying to think of good movies though. What is a good movie back then? We got King Kong.
King Dong. Or after this, I'm fucking exhausted now.
When was Psycho?
Oh, look it up. After this, we're gonna go because I'm fading. Psycho. That was Hitchcock, right?
Yeah.
It's a fucking gay pizza. That was literally 1960. It was based off the 1959 novel of the same name by Robert Bloch, but it was from 1960.
So you could maybe say that's before 1960. I mean, he started filming before 1960.
Okay, yeah, that's sure.
So we can, if we were to be generous, we can maybe count Psycho.
Okay.
You ever see the trailer for Psycho? Where he's like, and he gives the ending away in the trailer. It's just him explaining the movie.
That's awesome.
And then the man, he kills the woman.
The end. Kills the woman. The end.
The end. And then he was fucking his mom for years.
I forgot about that.
Everybody knows about that. That's crucial for the movie.
I know. I just forgot though.
Dude, that movie. If that movie came out now, there'd be so much cringe, like anti-info, dude.
That's true. It came out at a time.
Imagine it came out at a time where everyone was getting pussy, so no one gave a fuck.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna call it here. You want any last thoughts?
Yeah. You want to go get a pack of ice for your hands.
Do I have one?
What?
Do I have one?
If you don't, I mean, you could. It's early. I mean, you could maybe. Oh no, you can't drive, right? Your car is fucked.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Yeah, because I was gonna say you could easily drive. If you have a 24-hour liquor store anywhere near you, you could easily just get a pack of ice.
Nope.
And just go to sleep.
Nope. That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Well, that ain't happening. Yeah, you said your car's fucked.
Yeah. Maybe if I don't know if I'm so comfortable about driving a rental until Friday.
Yeah.
Because of the wrist.
Okay. I mean, I would. Okay. You could, then what you're gonna want to do is just ask. It's called a CVS. Just ask them to deliver one. They'll charge you like $2 delivery fee.
Okay.
Yeah. That helped me out. It was just the ice.
Or I could just get the ice in the fucking fridge and put it in a bag.
You could do that, but it doesn't harden fast enough, though.
Alright. Also, my hand, it hurts, but it is getting better.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying you should get to
If it was getting worse, I wouldn't be given the huffs and puffs I'm given.
Yeah.
Wyke has COVID, by the way.
Okay.
I couldn't see him today. Well, that's actually my fucking fault, because he put it on Facebook, and I didn't, I didn't use my fucking brain, you know. Who said that? We said that earlier. Use your fucking brain. Oh, Ben Carson said that. Yeah, use your fucking
what's
brain.
His name? Ben Carson.
Yeah, he said that. Use your fucking brain. I looked at it. I said, he said that, and I went on Facebook. Oh yeah, he said I have COVID. I can't go anywhere. Fucking sucks. And then he was like, well, I apologize because I should have texted you. And like, well, not really. I should have been checking Facebook.
Well, I mean, it wasn't guaranteed that you would check Facebook every day.
No, I guess
You would see it.
I guess he's right, but you know, whatever.
You did see it, so that, you know.
No, I saw it after he said that he had posted that, like, what was it, like 2 days ago or something? A day and a half ago?
If I got COVID now, I don't know if it would stop me from doing anything. I don't think I'd give enough of a shit.
He's kind of a libtard. He isn't too bad, at least when we saw him last, but it's enough that it would matter to him.
I wouldn't be, like, purposely doing everything. Like, I wouldn't do everything the way I do it now, but, you know, I would be okay.
Alright, is that your last thought? Is that the word? Bird is the word.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Alright, next show we were going to have Family Guy Fan 420. He's going to debate the Goku guy. And, you know, we're just going to moderate it.
Can you really make that happen?
Yeah, I just got to pretend I'm them.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'll have to be one of them. And
man, fuck. I said the quiet part out loud. Now we can't do it.
I saw that against the
Which one? Oh, the Goku guy?
Just the old Syndical video. I just love watching that with the guys. I've been busting my ass for 15 years being a Star Wars fan.
It's a hard work.
Dumbest sentences I think I've ever heard.
Alright.
That's just peak nerd culture. Like, I wouldn't say busting my ass being a Warhammer fan. And if I did, I would expect you to make fun of me forever.
And, I've never said once.
That's the fandom you actually have to commit to. Even if you aren't painting the miniatures and shit.
Even if you're like a casual Warhammer fan like I am, you gotta commit to it a little bit.
Yeah, so are you going to bed right after this? Because there is something I wanted to show you. It's like a minute.
Alright, we can watch that. Let me just end the show and then you can show me.
Okay.
Alright, goodbye, dicks. Hope you burn in hell.